Hey, let's fucking go, baby. Ah, yes, delicious.
They relate to baseball.
Oh, I know. I'm sure you have a lot to say about that.
I do. On to the positive.
Well, that's good. I was gonna say, you better not be talking too much shit. We're just in game one.
Game 2, sir.
I'm sorry, game 2. I meant to say we've only won one game.
4-0 in the playoffs.
Amazing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, what if they just swept? What if they won every game in the World Series?
Only happened once. Somebody swept the playoffs, but it happened before the playoff extension. Playoffs went in 1995. You got the champion, the division series, and the championship series, in the World Series. Someone please edit Hard Knock Life all the time. Rogers got sacked last. I agree. The Jets beat the Packers, Daryl.
The Jets are the real deal this year, man.
What universe are we in? The Jets do look like the real deal.
Somewhere Gary Vaynerchuk is just fucking having the time of his life, just partying. His Jets are finally good.
Gary V is rock hard right now.
Yes, he is, man.
That man is excited.
When was the last time the Jets started 4-2?
Probably one of those years they went to the AFC Championship.
I mean, yeah. It definitely wasn't in the past 10 years.
With Mark Sanchez. Sanchez, as they call him. You know Rex Ryan has a tattoo of his wife on his, I think it's on his leg, wearing a Mark Sanchez jersey.
That's love. All right, boys.
For his wife or for his quarterback?
Yes.
Oh.
It is a beautiful day here on the Hashbrowns and Hashmarks Game Day Breakfast Podcast. It is a cool October's evening. Your boys, Spencer, your other boys, Daryl. We're here. We're here to talk college ball. Things changed. Spencer had a great weekend last weekend. My man was, barring the Eagles, absolutely steamrolling the Cowboys. Everything went according to plan.
Hey, Eagles, you're number one. Just want to let you know that.
Listen, I just want to say I did not watch that game because I had other things to do, and I'm glad because that would have been really disappointing. But let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the positive. I was wrong.
Past weekend, Saturday was a great day in sports for me personally.
Tell me why.
The Astros won.
Yes.
The Astros won.
Mm-hmm.
LSU beat Florida by 10 points in a fantastic game. The Yankees lost. We're playing the Yankees right now, but like at the time, what do you know we were going to be? And
you hate the Yankees.
Alabama lost to Tennessee like I told you they were going to.
Mm-hmm. I will give you that, and I will tell you this too. So my record. Let's just go ahead and cut to the chase here.
Real damn deal, folks.
It's important for everyone to notice that last week Spencer did very well. All right, the tides have been shifting. I have had a very, very weak past couple of weeks. I'm in a slump right now. Spencer is slowly catching up. I'm only 3 wins ahead of him in the grand scheme of things. There have been 55 games that we have called or made our picks on. I've only been right on 3 more than he has at this point. Spencer's doing a lot better. I am doing a lot worse. I don't know what has changed, but you were right. Alabama did win. Alabama did lose. Now, we'll say this. Alabama should have won, and here's why. They throw it they have a first down inside the 40, and it's going to be a 50-yard field goal, which, as for any good field goal kicker out there, is going to be an ask. Even in the NFL, it's not a gimme, right? They throw the ball 3 times. I know they went underneath one time to Gibbs, and he kind of just dropped it. Probably would have had the first down. But you throw it 3 times, really? And just expect your kicker to be able to come up. The way you've been running the ball all night, I don't get it. I don't understand the call, but it is what it is.
Nick Saban's got to be smarter about that. He knows the history of him and his kickers.
And
so why don't you try that?
And I'm just saying, it's one of those things. It felt like an immature play call. It felt truly like, realistically,
because Bill O'Brien is their offensive coordinator.
Well, that may be it. But I think the ideal situation there is you take a shot to the end zone if you think you can get it, because they're expecting you to run, trying to get it closer, and then you run it twice, run down your clock, and you don't leave any time left for Tennessee to get the ball. Now, granted, they had 9 seconds when they went back and ran 2 plays. It was something ridiculous. It was like 16 seconds I think they had, and then they ran in 2 plays. Hendon Hooker, absolutely Heisman Trophy performance. This man looked incredible. Stormed the field.
Hendon Hooker's not number 1 on your Heisman list. I don't want to talk ball with you.
It was incredible. OU did
take. The fans stormed the field and tore the goalposts down.
Yes.
And threw them in the Tennessee River. They had to buy new goalposts for Tennessee's game against Tennessee Martin this week.
Hey, but it is worth it. It's worth it. And they're gonna have that house is gonna be bouncing whenever Tennessee Martin comes in there, because that's gonna be a gimme game. But yeah, so Spencer 6-2 on the week last week. I was 4-4. The tides are chipped.
Mississippi State. What happened?
They did.
Y'all were only up 3 points at halftime. Where's this offense, bro?
I tell you what it is.
And then Utah somehow pulls it out against USC.
Well, and that was a good game. USC, I was very big on their defense, and the defense was playing well until a little bit later in that game, and they had a 2-score lead at one point, and I was wrong. I was just completely wrong about their defense. They completely
I think after the sports were over, I went and got food, and I played Assassin's Creed all night. So
the Illini took care of business. Syracuse took care of business, which we said they would. Michigan looked very, very good against Penn State. They were very dominant early on, ran the ball very well. They have 2 running backs that could both make a Heisman run. Corum, I think, is another Heisman contender you got to look at right now. KU, of course, Kansas. You hate to see it, but the Beans, we're not there. Jason Bean was. Jason Bean was good, but not good enough. This is an Oklahoma defense that's scoreable on, but I think it's one of those things where they were away after the magic was gone after last week.
I picked Oklahoma just because I was like, this feels like, Oklahoma kind of sucks right now, but this feels like a game.
Yes.
That no one wants Oklahoma to win this game, so Oklahoma's going to win.
Of course, so, yeah. And again, I think all the magic kind of left last week after they lost to TCU. And TCU, by the way, did win a thriller against Oklahoma State.
That game was real good. I didn't watch much of it, but game day from Knoxville was fantastic.
Yes, it was very entertaining.
Rocky Top has been stuck in my head all week.
Yes.
When Pat was singing it, we're talking about what Peyton would do on the plane ride home when they won away games. It's just been stuck in my head.
There's just no way that Peyton Manning goes to game day at Tennessee versus Alabama and they lose that game. Like if Peyton Manning is there, he's the man's magic. Brian says my team didn't play this week, therefore nothing happened in sports. Giga chat. Hell yes, dude. That's exactly how I feel about it. If my A&M was off this week as well, so I was just like, whatever, man. I'll just relax this weekend. There's nothing to stress about.
Speaking of Brian's team, game day in Eugene this week. Oregon, UCLA, that's going to be one hell of a game.
One does not simply walk into the end zone.
Also, I would like to point out,
the cover 3 is coming.
Brian was talking about our hats last week.
Uh-huh.
I bought this hat last year when the Astros were in the playoffs. I went into a Dick's, and this hat fit me like a dream. And I've been wanting this specific hat for a while. And he was talking about our hats last week. And then I put this hat on for game 1 of the ALDS against the Mariners. And since I've been wearing this hat to work while the Astros are playing, they haven't lost.
Don't do this.
So I'm not taking it off.
Don't do this, Spencer. Don't do this. You're going to torture yourself.
They haven't lost. since I've been wearing this hat, I didn't wear it that much last year. I bought it last year during the playoffs, and I haven't worn it that much. Since I've been wearing it, they haven't worn it.
I'm coming to visit you this weekend. If you are wearing that hat when I show up, I'm going to scream.
Well, there's not an Astros game on Saturday, so.
Oh, okay. I was expecting it to be like, I'm not going to take this off until the Astros lose type situation, in which case we would have had to have an intervention.
I mean, I'm probably still going to be wearing it.
Spencer's like, I sleep in this hat, I shower in this hat, I fuck in this hat. This hat ain't coming off my body. What's up, Willie? Watching you boys on the big screen. What's going on, Will? And then Shane's in here too. What's going on? He probably will. I don't doubt it one bit. This hat, next time I see this man, he's going to have it on.
Probably.
Yeah.
Shane's gonna see it tomorrow morning probably because me and him work together now. So
it's a damn shame. Grown
What's
man.
up, Shane?
Well, listen, man. So Shane, I wanted to show you last. I don't know how much of the show you visited this year. I know you've been in a couple times, but I did want to show something. We've been doing these every week. We're actually like recording our picks. On the year, I'm still technically beating Spencer, but he is catching up to me, and I think I actually have these points back. No, I don't. I have it right. He is slowly catching up to me, but as we started out, I was doing really, really well, and I've fallen off the past couple weeks. So,
what's up, Brandy? Brandy says, "Hey, Sawyer, Daryl."
What's going on, Brandy? I like this. I like this record. It kind of adds some stakes.
There's a realistic possibility where someone could beat. One of us could beat each other in the number of predictions we got right, but still losing points
because of picking. And I actually lost the point this week.
And I like that.
I went 4-4, so I should have netted 0 points and stayed where I was at. But because I picked Kansas to win and they were a 2-score underdog, I actually lost an extra point. So I
did not get
lost
2 points because Tennessee was a 9-point dog to Alabama.
Were they? I thought they were 7-point dogs.
They were I thought they were. Were they a 9-point dog?
I don't know. Let's find out. Hang on.
What were the odds?
I don't know. Let me see.
I thought I should have gotten 2 points, maybe.
Tennessee and Alabama. Alabama was a 7-point favorite. The only thing that we had that was above a touchdown was Oklahoma and Kansas. Everything else is pretty close. So.
It's got to be. I forgot what our rule was, so it's got to be.
Yeah, basically, if it's more than a touchdown, there's an extra point added to it. And if it's 2 touchdowns, there's 2 extra points added to it. But we do.
But you lose 2 points.
Correct. It's a gamble thing. Now, if it's close, like if it's like a 3.6 point, anything under a touchdown, it's just always going to be the 1 point basically that you're risking with it. Cool. Which is why if you go like 4-4, you don't get any points. You go 5-3, you only get 1, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a lot of like sitting still. And actually, what happened to Spencer? I had like 3 weeks in a row where I was 6-2, so I was netting like 2 points. I think at one time I had an underdog that won. Spencer bet on an underdog. He bet on Georgia beating, or he bet on Oregon beating Georgia. They were 3 point. Right. And so because of
Oregon hasn't lost a game since. Are they?
Oh, and they got a big.
They haven't lost.
No, they're undefeated, and they were since the Georgia game. And Georgia, by the way, all of a sudden has to worry about the Vols. All of a sudden, not looking like the Magic team they were week 1. All of a sudden, their offense is not clicking like it was. The SEC East, whoo, boy, that circle that one, man. Circle Tennessee and Georgia.
Let me tell you about a nightmare chaos scenario.
Let's hear it.
That could happen this year in college football. We only have a 4-team playoff, but I want you to prepare in your mind for the possibility of an 11-1 SEC champion Alabama, an 11-1 SEC runner-up Georgia, an 11-1 Tennessee with a loss to Georgia, and an 11-1 Ole Miss with a loss to Alabama.
Yes.
I want you to prepare for the possibility that they're going to be talking about scenarios where there could be 4 SEC teams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Not to mention, we're probably going to have an undefeated Michigan or Ohio State Big Ten champion. We're probably going to have the Pac-12 champion. Might be UCLA, might be Oregon, might be USC, might be Utah.
Clemson has an
undefeated Big 12 champion.
Clemson has a tough matchup against Syracuse this weekend too. So
Syracuse might win the ACC. They might have to play Clemson twice.
What fucking universe could it be? Well, and actually, that segues really nicely into something that I found on Twitter. So check this out. Let me see if I can get the display to come up right. Here's if we had a 12-team playoff.
Illinois might make a run at the Big Ten. So like.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's crazy. This would be the current, and not to mention UCLA and Oregon. This is if this is a 12-team projected play. If we were doing 12 teams in the playoff right now, this would be the projections. So you'd have round 1 UCLA and Ole Miss. The other bottom of the bracket, you have Tennessee and Cincinnati. Then you would have the Ducks in Alabama.
Cincinnati is randomly undefeated.
Cincinnati's randomly undefeated. Well, no, they've lost to Arkansas, but that's their only loss.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Michigan and Oklahoma State, which by that should be TCU. I think this is a little bit. I think this happened before the past weekend. Then of course
TCU's in the top 4.
Right. So TCU would be
number 4.
Right. So TCU would actually be plugged in where it's a little bit different. So just basically plug in TCU for Ohio. TCU is already there. So Oklahoma State, you're right.
4, but drop Oklahoma State and move whoever number 13 is.
Right, exactly.
Whoever's behind Cincinnati, bump them up.
But look how much fun this looks. Like this would be outrageous. Like who do you looking at this bracket?
That's a lot of SEC and a lot of that's a lot of SEC, bro.
Looking at this bracket, who do you pick between UCLA and Ole Miss?
Ooh,
I know.
Be a great game.
It's gonna be fun, right?
Because it says it would be in Oxford.
Yeah.
Because Ole Miss is the higher seed. Give me Ole Miss.
I think.
And then Tennessee and Cincinnati, obviously Tennessee. Oregon and Alabama. Michigan.
I don't know.
I
might take Oregon in that game. Because Bo Nix has beat Alabama before, and their offense is looking fantastic right now. They just can't get down because their defense has been their crutch, right? I might take the Ducks in that game.
Give me Michigan over Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I agree.
Give me Ohio State over Clemson and Georgia over TCU.
No, Ohio State plays the winner of the Ducks in Alabama, so I would take. I think I'd still take the Ducks.
So it'd be Oregon and Ohio State. So give me Ohio State.
Okay.
And then it would be Ole Miss and Georgia. Give me Georgia.
Give me Georgia.
And then it would be Tennessee and TCU. That'd be a fun game to watch.
Tennessee and TCU.
Give me Tennessee.
I'm taking Tennessee.
And then it'd be Michigan and Clemson. Give me Michigan.
Yeah, I agree.
And then the final 4 would be Georgia.
You could have the
Tennessee.
game, bro. You could have Michigan and Ohio State in the semis, and you could have Georgia and Tennessee in the semis. That's kind of how it feels like it's going to end up going down. But what a cool bracket.
Just do the 12-team playoff this year. Just bump that shit up. Y'all have the money.
Seriously. Oregon
Also, another set of news that we learned this week. UT and OU are going to stay in the Big 12 until 2025.
You're just reading my mind, bro.
You're lying, Big 12, UT and OU. You're lying to us because I know you won't.
It's funny you say that.
That is pure cap.
It's funny you say that because, as I understand it, we have some Texas fans that you work with, and this is the 2025 Texas football schedule. Your opener at Ohio State.
Crazy.
Then you got San Jose. Then you got Texas Tech.
You got Arch Manning as your quarterback. So.
Yeah. Well, you got to play Texas Tech. Then you go to Arkansas. Then you got to play Vandy. Okay, no big deal. Then you got Oklahoma. Look at this stretch, Spencer. Oklahoma, Mississippi State, Auburn. On the road, both of those games. Then you play Alabama at home. Then you go to LSU. Then you go to Kentucky. And then you host the Aggies. Bro.
I guarantee you, I don't care what other games are happening that week. I will put some amount of money on it.
Yeah, I put like $1,000 bucks.
The year that the UT A&M rivalry comes back, game day is going regardless of what the record.
Well, I got game day going.
Game day will be.
Listen,
they'll either be in College Station or Austin. Game day's gonna be.
I would bet $1,000 easy that the 2025 that the first game day of the year is going to be Texas and Ohio State. I guarantee you they're going to that game because it's the Ohio State.
The last one's gonna be Texas and Texas A&M.
It very well could be depending on where they're ranked. But man, whoo boy, it's 2025 is going to hit different, brother. I don't think anyone's ready for it.
Also, shout out Tennessee with my orange water bottle, but it's orange for the Astros right now.
Yes, sir. So that was a fun bit. That was a fun tidbit I wanted to share. So there's that schedule. I did a little bit of fallout from the Tennessee game. So people are selling grass from Neyland on eBay. So this is fun. People are selling grass for the stadium. It was history, man. This is a pretty cool bit. I don't know if you've seen this. This is a dude on Tennessee's team puking and then looking at the Alabama player and nodding like, yeah, bitch, what about it? No big deal. The Alabama player's like, what the hell is going on?
Have you been reading any of the Twitter stuff that Alabama fans have been putting out? This game broke their psyche.
Explain.
Like, they are broken. this kind of happens after every time Alabama loses a game, but especially to a rival, like if they lose to Auburn, this type of shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
A man was arrested for firing a shotgun at his neighbor's house.
Yes.
But that happens after every time Alabama loses a game, so like I'm not really shocked by that.
Yeah.
But there's people on Twitter talking about this conspiracy theory that they need to go get the goalposts out of the Tennessee River because it wasn't wide enough, and if it had been a little bit wider, the Alabama kicker would have made the field goal.
They buried the evidence. They brought
back her. It's like, bro, just take the L.
You lost,
they
bro.
can't do it. You lost.
I just don't see how Alabama
there's
fans could
questionable calls
ever be
in the game,
upset.
absolutely. But you lost. Get over it.
I just don't see how Alabama fans could ever be upset. I mean, considering with imagine being an Alabama fan. Imagine winning several national championships in the past 10 years and bitching about anything.
They're spoiled.
Listen, if A&M won a national championship next year, I couldn't say shit for at least 10 years.
Still riding the high of LSU and the Astros winning. LSU winning the Natty and Astros winning the World Series.
Yeah, man.
And we've been back to the World Series 2 times since we won it. And I'm still like, all I need is a Cowboys Super Bowl. Give me a Cowboys Super Bowl win.
I don't even need that.
I'm good for life.
I don't even need that, man.
I'm good for life, bro.
That's actually facts. For life, though, yeah, I agree. Oh, interesting tidbit about today. Today marks the 26th sports equinox ever. There will be an NFL, MLB, NBA, and NHL game all played today on the same day. The Saints and the Cardinals, Yankees and Astros, Bucks and 79ers, and then there's a bunch of NHL games today. This is out of Field Yates on Twitter, but man.
Go Dallas Stars.
That's crazy
I don't
to think
follow
about.
hockey, but the Dallas Stars are my team. Also go Las Vegas Golden Knights because I really like y'all's logo.
I know nothing about hockey. I know absolutely nothing about hockey. Not even the rules.
Daryl, I don't know if I've asked you this question yet, but I've been saving it since I went to game day because I've been thinking about it.
Well, goddamn it, let's
I have
hear
it in my phone. Pop quiz.
Okay.
Can you name? Hold on. Can you name? I want to say it's 11. 1, 2.
God.
I have 10 in my phone. Can you name the 10 FBS mascots that do not end in an S?
10 FBS mascots that do not. Crimson Tide's one of them.
That's one.
Volunteers, no. Let me think about this. Rebels, no, because it's all plural, right? So it has to be stuff that's like one. There's 10 of them?
I think there's 10 or 11. I have 10 in my phone.
I want to say the Green Wave, but they're not FBS.
The Green
Oh, they
Wave.
are? Okay, yeah.
Tulane.
Oh, I guess you're right. I guess they are. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I get
I'll give
one
you this
more.
hint. 2 of them have the same name.
That don't help me at all. Oh no, tell it to me. That's all I got. That's all I can come up with.
Well, you said the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tulane Green Wave. The Navy Midshipmen.
Midshipman, yes.
The Syracuse Orange.
Orange, of course. That makes sense.
The Tulsa
that was a
Golden
layup.
Hurricane. The North Texas Mean Green.
Yes, sir.
The Illinois Fighting Illini.
The Illini. Why am I? Oh, I'm so stupid. That was a layup.
Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
That was a layup. Oh my God, that was a tap in.
And then Nevada and NC State Wolfpack.
Of course. Okay, I see it. The Wolfpack, yeah.
And Brian, also there's 11. The Stanford Cardinal.
Sorry, I'm getting something ready for later on in the show.
I didn't have Stanford in my. Brian says NBA, LMAO, cries, and Trailblazers. Hey, y'all have Damian Lillard.
I couldn't tell you a damn thing about the NBA. Something happening? Oh, what's the game? What's going on? Let me pull it up.
What's happening over there?
I'm still seeing this 3-2 Astros.
Well, you said you reacted to the TV, so.
We got a man on. One out. No, two. No, one out. We got a man on first.
What's the score? Just tell me the score.
3-2, and then we
Okay,
just
okay.
lined out. So
That's fine.
2 out, 20 man on base. Anyways, moving on. Hey, you want to pick some games?
Let's do it. Will says, what about an NFC Championship appearance? No, I want the Super Bowl, and I want to win it.
Hey,
Please.
This series, like, I'm sorry, I thought you said NFC NFC playoff, just a playoff appearance, because that's what you're getting.
Also, hold on. Pause the bus. Anyway, people get on Cowboys fans all the time. Pause the bus. You heard me. People get on Cowboys fans all the time, and they talk about, oh, y'all haven't won only before playoff games in the last 25, 30 years. Why haven't y'all won a Super Bowl since the 90s? Guess what, dickhead? We are still number 2 all time in playoff wins. And if we've been taking 25 to 30 years off, why haven't you caught the hell up yet? And still, we are number 2 on the list for Super Bowls. So
I forgive you, Will.
And we've won a Super Bowl more recently than 18 teams in the league.
What you mean, we? But you ain't part of the organization? This team that I am a fan of has props over other teams that other people are fans of. So fuck you. That's what you're doing to me right now. I've been eating Lucky Charms since I was 5 years old. Lucky Charms is the best cereal. You can kiss my whole asshole. Fuck out of here with Cheerios. That's what you're doing to me right now.
Anyway,
let's play some games.
Quick rant about the Astros.
Why?
Anyway, I'm done.
Oh.
I'm done. Go. Let's play some games.
Let's play some games. Game 1, Mississippi State.
I do have Astros opinions, though.
We'll get there. Mississippi State, the Bulldogs are going to visit the Crimson Tide. The Crimson Tide, number 6, coming off that loss to the Bulls. It was a close game. Bryce Young looked pretty good. He didn't look hurt the entire time. He looked very comfortable. Mississippi State obviously coming off a really tough loss. Does Mississippi State rebound? Does Alabama rebound? These are 2 teams coming off losses, man. What you got?
In Tuscaloosa, right?
In Tuscaloosa.
Part of me wants to be like, Mississippi State's got a good offense, and Alabama's defense looks suspect, but Alabama's coming off a loss.
Mississippi State's 21-point dogs now. This is a chance to... They're 21-point dogs in this.
Take Mississippi State in that number if you bet on this game, and give me Alabama.
Okay, I agree. Give me Alabama. But yeah, go ahead and get...
And it's gonna be closer than that.
Go win you some money. Alabama wins this game by 10.
Yeah.
So give me Bama. Spencer says Bama. Next.
Welcome to the part of the show we like to call Spencer's rant and his grinding gears. Yes.
You know what really grinds my gears? The red zone.
At least I'm not talking about Injustice Mobile this week.
There's no way that's not a part of some show somewhere. Oh, welcome to the Red Zone with Larry and the Guy. My name's Guy. His name is Larry. And this is the Red Zone. Today we're going to have a hot take about sports. Okay. We got Syracuse, the Orange, number 14.
Welcome to the Red Zone. My name is Ford Dipspit.
We got the Orange going to visit the Tigers of Clemson. The Syracuse Orange, 6-0, coming off a big win last week against NC State, a team, by the way, that won more convincingly against NC State than did Clemson. Interesting. Take it for what it's worth. Transitive property tells you that the Orange is a better team, but no one having football IQ tells you that the Tigers are a better team here. Clemson is 13.5-point favorites at home. The Orange, obviously, 6-0. Somebody got to lose this game, man. Who's it going to be?
Good old Life Valley, South Carolina. There's a lot of orange in this game.
Yes, there is.
Orange is my favorite color.
You're a psychopath. No, it's no one's favorite color.
It's mine. I love orange. I always have. But the only one of my teams that I really cheer for that have orange in their colors is the Astros. And they didn't for a long time because when I started becoming a fan of the Astros, they were black, maroon, and burgundy. They were like burgundy and cream.
Yeah. I kind of miss those days a little bit. Yeah, like the really like 2000s type looking logo. Here it is. It's this.
The star with the missing piece.
This is come on. With this logo right here.
Oh yeah.
The Star Trek Next Generation logo. Anyways, continue.
Brian says orange. That's my least favorite color. ECH. I don't know what ECH stands for.
It's disgusting.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah. I like orange a lot. I always have. I wore orange in my wedding. Daryl, you were there. You can confirm this.
You did, actually. Now that I think about it, you certainly did.
Orange and purple. That was our colors. My favorite color. My wife's favorite color. Yeah, Clemson's gonna win this game. As much as I don't want them to. I want Syracuse to stay undefeated, but I think Clemson wins.
No, I agree. I think
game's gonna be close, but I think Clemson wins.
I think the Cuse is good. I think that they can win this game. I think So anything can happen.
They
but,
lost Syracuse in what, 2017, I think.
But no, I gotta take Clemson here. I think that's the right decision.
There's a guy I watched. He was like, when you get blown out in upstate New York, he goes, also, no, he was like, no one's ever been to upstate New York. If they say someone says it exists, demand proof.
Hell yeah. My chat has disappeared for whatever reason. We'll see if that comes back.
Brian says, you can't say it's for the Beaver hate because I love purple and hate the Huskies. Getting major lag, but I think it's my end. So, anyway.
Let me see if...
Brian, your shit's always doing goofy shit.
There we go. Okay. I got my shit back. Yeah, I'm not seeing any lag reports or anything. Usually it tells me if there's any frames dropped, but my chat did come back. My computer got confused. Okay, so Minnesota, the Gophers, the Golden Gophers, who have now lost 2 games back-to-back to the Illini and Purdue, are going to go visit the Nittany Lions of Penn State. It is going to be a 6:30 kickoff, so it's going to be a night game. This might be the whiteout game. Maybe. But obviously, Penn State did just come off that 41-17 loss against Michigan, number 5 Michigan. You don't want to fight them in the tunnel. It's a bad idea. They will go off on you. Penn State's still obviously a very talented football team, though. Minnesota still got a lot to play for. 2 losses. You're probably not going to win much. Looking forward, you're definitely out of the playoff picture. But hey, still a lot on the line. Still a good bowl game you can get to. So who you got in this one, man? The Gophers, then the Lions. Who's it going to be?
My heart wants to say the Gophers.
Same.
Because we're still roll the boat fans around here, but Penn State's the better team.
Penn State
the Nittany Lions
is only a 4.5-point favorite at home, so this is going to be a closer one, I feel.
Oh yeah, but give me Penn State. This isn't 2019 when Minnesota upset Penn State and got that big win to go undefeated, and then Iowa sank the boat the next week. So,
honestly, as odd as this sounds. Nah, I'm taking Penn State. I was almost going to do it.
I think Minnesota has a chance. I think Minnesota has a real chance, but I'm going to take Penn State.
I just look at their schedule and the teams they've beaten. I just don't see it. Now, Spencer, I have got a good one for you right here, okay? This is a surprise. You didn't know I was going to do this, but I got a little something for you, my friend. On our 4th featured game this week, we have a 7-0 Delta State Statesmen, the Fighting Okra. They are playing against. They're 7. They're 7.
Delta State is 7-0.
Yes, they are. They're 7-0 right now, baby, and they're playing Shorter this weekend. I don't even know who the hell Shorter is, but they got.
We ain't got to talk about Delta State.
This is a layup, baby.
The Okra is back.
Hey, and if you're new here and you didn't see last year or previous years who the Delta State Statesmen are, this is a team that we're obsessed with. They're a little small school. I can't even get their team. Cleveland, Mississippi, and
Division 2 school.
Their mascot, they are the Statesmen, but at one time they were the Fighting Okra. Oh, it's still now.
Okra is an unofficial mascot. This
is their mascot, bro.
It's beautiful. It's the best.
Hey, Delta State is.
We're talking about.
Yes, bro.
They're 7-0.
They're 7-0, man.
Look at this mascot, people. Look at this. Is this not the greatest thing you've ever seen?
Bro, it's the black tights that do it for me. It's the black tights and like the boxing gloves.
The boxing gloves.
Yes, man.
Because who are you fighting, my boy?
I don't know.
Also, Daryl.
What you got?
So apparently, I don't know if you can find it. Go on Delta State's YouTube page. Apparently, they do a lot with planes and avionics and shit like that. There is a wonderful video of the mascot sneaking in and
Is it recent?
No, it's 5 years old. But
oh, okay. Hang on, let's see. I bet I can find it.
I don't know if it's on there.
12 years. Oh, man. There's a lot of these, actually. Of just the mascot doing
It's the one.
Shit.
It's the one where the mascot's real big up. I see it.
You see it?
It's right up close. The mascot's real up close into the.
This one.
Into the screen.
Today, guys, we're going to review about how
what is this?
flow from top of the wing creates our lift.
This might be it. Yes, this is the one. I love it so much.
What is this? That's still their mascot. Hey,
Come
yo.
on, man. It was just a paper airplane.
Air
come
Marshal.
on, man.
What a gift. What a gift. Fear the Okra, baby.
I love it so much.
Dude, let's go. Yeah, man, they're playing the shorter Hawks, who are 2-5 and have lost 5 games in a row. This is a layup. I'm taking the Statesman. I don't know about you.
Delta State by 100, baby.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah, I thought you'd appreciate that, man. I felt like that was we had to do that one, right?
Delta State, please don't take our video down. We love your videos.
Yeah, seriously.
We don't own that video, but we love you guys so much.
Hell yeah.
If you ever watch this, please, we want to come to a game. I want to go to a Delta State. We have to make it to Mississippi.
We really
to go
do,
watch
man.
Delta State. God.
Now,
We haven't really talked about them all year because they didn't really do good last year, but 7-0. Let's go, baby.
7-0. Well, yeah, because last year I think last year we looked up at one point and they were like 4-8 or some shit like that. This is their
Will
state.
says Okra, I am the law.
Let's see. Hang on a minute. Let me open this. I want to show everybody what their stadium looks like. It's kind of like a high school stadium, but it's it's still nice. Open image. Here we go.
We gotta put Delta State Okra in the tags for this video, and maybe somebody will watch it.
This is about to be my new wallpaper on my computer. This is their stadium. This is nice, bro. But all right,
It really is.
we got to get back on track. Okay. Hell yeah, Delta State. Fear the Okra,
Okra,
baby.
baby.
Fear the Okra. LSU, Ole Miss. It's going to be in Oxford. If I'm an LSU fan, which I'm not, but I know you are, I'm a little worried about this one. No, I take it back.
Oh, I'm big
It's gonna
worried.
be in Death Valley.
Oh, that changes.
Number 7
What time is kickoff?
It is a 2:30. It's the 2:30 CBS spot.
CBS. Oh, we got the CBS slot. Okay. Okay.
5-2 quietly. LSU doing okay, better than their record.
5-2. We only have one loss in the SEC, and it's in the East. It's the Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And Ole Miss is currently the only undefeated team in the West.
Yep.
So
That's
we have a
crazy.
chance.
That's crazy.
That's
You're
crazy to
right.
think
Yeah.
about. So we have a chance to knock off the number 7 team in the country.
Vegas says you're going to do
Obviously,
it.
I'm an LSU.
Vegas says LSU 2.5 point favorites at home. Even ESPN's Power Index has you at 51%. This might be the closest game we're calling. This might be the closest game we got this week.
This is close, yeah. So obviously, I'm an LSU fan. We know that. If you've watched this show for any amount of time, you know that. Coming off a great game against Florida, we were like stomping them, but they kind of came back. Jaden Daniels had a great performance. And I think he's finally, kind of found his stride. He's
I
finally
think so
starting to do
too. Yeah, he's.
things he wants to do. But this Ole Miss offense, I haven't watched much of Ole Miss this year, but this Ole Miss offense is scary. They score points, and they score points fast.
Jackson
But they
Dart
also
is so
give up a lot
efficient.
of
Yeah.
points. They also give up a lot of points because I think they gave up like 30-something points to Auburn this past week. So
Yeah, it's ever there at Glass Cannon. I mean, their last 4 games, Auburn, Vandy, UK, and Tulsa. I mean, all double-digit scoring games for the other team. So I mean, yeah, they certainly are struggling defensively, and I think that's going to be the big thing you got to think about.
and I like LSU. Yes, we just gave up 35 points to Florida, but LSU's defense has been playing really well. We're gonna be at home. At home in Death Valley. I'm gonna take my Tigers in this one. I think we pull the upset. I think we do.
Yeah, man, you could be right. I'm so damn torn about this one. I like the
Brian
way
says, what's the underdog rule? Yes, underdog rule is more. If it's more than a touchdown,
it's an extra point. So
It's an extra point.
You always bet a point basically. Anytime you do this, you either get a point or lose a point. But if it's over a touchdown, it's 2 points instead of 1. If it's over 2 touchdowns, it's 3 points instead of 1, and so on and so forth. So whenever it's under a
admittedly,
touchdown,
I probably won't watch much of this game because
Yeah.
we're gonna be hanging out on Saturday.
Right.
But we might have it on in the background.
you know what, man? I think I'm taking the Rebels in this one, and I think the reason for it is
I respect it.
they're just finding ways to win. I mean, they're just scoring ridiculous numbers on good defenses. I like the Rebels. I like what Lane Kiffin has going. They just look like a complete team. LSU still has some questions, I think, and I think we'll see how they respond because this is going to be tough. They kind of folded for Tennessee. Obviously, Tennessee's a different story, but I think if the Rebels get up on them, I don't know how they're going to go. So give me the Rebels in this one. I like them staying. I like them staying 8-0.
Tennessee's a real damn deal.
They are.
Can we talk about we're in week 8, bro? This is crazy.
Hang on a
I
second.
feel like the season has flown by so far.
It really, really has.
Brian says, what about 6.5 point favorites? No, we don't get any extra points for choosing favorites.
No. Next game we got. Who is it?
Do we lose points if we pick a big favorite and they lose?
No, because then you're not betting.
Next year.
Yeah, maybe next year we'll play with that, but. All right, hang on. Sorry, I accidentally
like if I pick like a 14-point
tab.
favorite and they lose.
Yeah, I feel like there should be something for that. We'll rework the rules for sure, but.
Hell yeah, brother.
Where's
I have a notification from OfferUp. Are you telling me about Yeti things I can buy?
TCU at home. The Horned Frogs quietly number 8, 6-0. They had their thriller against Oklahoma State last week in overtime. They are hosting the Kansas State Wildcats, who are currently number 17, but boast a win over OU. Purple on purple. Who you got at a 7 o'clock kickoff? It's gonna be a night game over in Fort Worth. Who you got, man?
TCU and Kansas State, huh?
Mm-hmm. Vegas
crazy. The purple people eaters.
K-State 3.5-point dogs in this in Fort Worth.
Who's favorite?
TCU by 3.5.
Okay.
And Max Duggan, as you know,
yeah.
has quietly had a Heisman-looking year. This man is in the conversation.
This man is a dog.
Yes.
This man got that dog in him. I think TCU's playing good ball right now. But look what Adrian Martinez is doing.
Yes.
One of two quarterbacks. Before I tell you this, they used to do that $100 trivia question on game day every morning. They may still do it, but I've only been watching like the last hour of game day for like a month. So there are two quarterbacks right now in college football who have not thrown an interception. Adrian Martinez is one. Can you tell me the second one?
Connor Weigman.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, technically correct.
He is not.
Of quarterbacks who have thrown at least 120 passes, there are two that do not have an interception. Adrian Martinez
And I don't know.
and the starting quarterback at Vanderbilt.
Hey, let's go. We got a little clap up for Vandy. Let's go.
You know, just got stomped 55-0 against Georgia.
Not important.
But
Hey, he's taking care of the
The
ball.
Cooper Rush of college football.
Hell yeah.
But we're not going to talk about that. Yeah, give me TCU. They're at home.
I agree. K-State pulled out some magic against OU. It turns
And
out.
we keep talking about how on earth did K-State lose to Tulane. We need to talk about the fact that Tulane's like 5-1, 6-1.
Tulane beat Houston. Tulane has beat some very good teams. So
Tulane's very good. They might win the American.
I agree. Our next game we got Texas. Oh yeah, Texas. The Longhorns coming off of a pretty clutch win over Iowa State, and you know they also stomped Oklahoma 49-0. So that's pretty cool. And they're going to visit the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. It is going to be
A lot of orange in this game too.
It's going to be in Stillwater. Obviously Oklahoma State pretty solid except for their one loss to TCU in double overtime. Should be a fun game. Bijan Robinson, you know, he's going to be rocking. And, of course, Quinn Ewers is going to be still finding things. You know, he struggled a little bit last week, but it was I think probably a better defense than what Oklahoma has right now. Oklahoma State, though, that defense is the real deal. We'll see what happens, man. But who you got? This should be a close one. Texas is a 6-point favorite in this on the road somehow. I just don't know. I think if Oklahoma State wins last week, it's a whole different story.
To me.
It's much closer.
This one's closer to me than... Because I'm looking at that graph, and they're giving Texas a 60.
Yeah,
this is closer to me.
I just don't know, man.
This one's going to be tighter than spandex on a sumo wrestler. Like, I haven't watched much Oklahoma State, and I did watch Texas against Alabama, and I do think Ewers is good.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Ewers plays every game for Texas this season, Texas is undefeated, and we're talking about like a top 3. Maybe number 1 in the country, Texas right now.
Yeah, it's very possible.
In Stillwater, you know, Oklahoma State usually plays really good defense, but they gave up a lot of points.
Yeah, they have. And if you look up, I mean, you look at what they did against Baylor and Texas Tech. I mean, 31 points led up to Texas Tech. Baylor led up 25 points. And a lot of these points are later in the game.
And Texas Tech and Baylor aren't nothing to sneeze at.
Right. But they're points sort of later in the game. So, I mean, I think there's a certain amount of, like, they start out very, very strong, and then they sort of let up. Because they were up by, like, 17, I think, against TCU last week before Max Duggan came charging back. I don't know, man. I think personally I've got to go with the Cowboys here just because they are at home. I think again this is closer than they are saying it is because it's simply because they lost last week at TCU. That was a very close game, a game that they probably should have won, but Max Duggan was just that good. I don't know if this Longhorns offense has the same sauce, especially the way they struggled last week against Iowa State. Give me the Cowboys at home. It'll be a close one though. I think they'll win in a close one.
Yeah, give me Oklahoma State too, but close.
Okay. Okay, State, baby.
Like Oklahoma State wins 24-23 because Texas misses the extra point that would have tied the game to send it to overtime type.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I agree.
that
It's
type
gonna
of
be
close.
for sure. And then, of course, our featured game of the week, the big one. We got the Bruins of UCLA, number 9. Number 10 going to visit, or excuse me, number 9 going to visit number 10, I can't talk, Oregon, the Ducks. It's going to be in Oregon. They're going to be rocking some beautiful uniforms that I haven't seen yet, but I'm sure they'll be lovely. This is going to be a good one. Bo Nix is playing very good football right now. UCLA obviously looks very solid, and of course, to come off that big win against Utah 2 weeks ago. They had the bye week last week. I think both teams had the bye week last week. This is such a strange circumstance where both teams are going to be very rested, but maybe
LSU and Bama always have a bye week before they play each other.
I guess that's true. We don't see it very often, but that is one time. So, with that being said, man, who you got in this one, man? Do you think it's close? Do you think it's not close? Do you think it's offensive? Do you think it's defensive? If you had to pick a score, what would it be? Oregon is 6.5 point favorites here.
You know, Bo Nix is putting up like dark horse Heisman type numbers.
He is. I agree.
They haven't lost since that loss to Georgia, but Georgia's still like the number 1 team in the country. So, you know, your one loss to the number 1 team, yeah, you got stomped. Sorry, Brian. But you know,
they weren't ready.
They were playing good ball.
They just weren't ready yet.
They weren't ready.
No.
UCLA though, they're exciting, man. Dorian Thompson-Robinson is running and slinging it all over the field. Brian says he says it's going to be raining hard for the first time in a long time. Expect a lot of run game.
Ooh.
That changes things for me.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because I know Bo Nix is a bit of a thrower, and Bo Nix is more of a thrower than Dorian Thompson-Robinson is, but Dorian Thompson-Robinson can throw the ball. Game day is going to be there. I don't know when the last time game day. I feel like it's been a little bit.
Yeah, it has to have been a little while.
But game day in Eugene is always crazy because game day starts at 8:00 for me, but for us in Texas. But so when we're watching it, it's like they're like behind us, so it's like dark when they get there because it's like still crazy early in the morning. 2018 was the last time they were. I'm gonna guess when they played against the Huskies, maybe. I don't know.
It's gonna be a damn good game though. It's
gonna be raining. I haven't watched a lot of either of these teams, but simply because game day's in town and they're at home. Give me the Ducks.
Yeah,
I think the Ducks keep making strides and they stick around in that top 10. You know, take down UCLA's what? They're top 10 right now. For 8,
9. It's 9 and 10.
9 and 10.
Yeah.
So not really an upset if the Ducks win. You know, it's 9 and 10. Yeah, give me the Ducks.
Yeah, I think honestly I like the Ducks here too. I like what Dan Lanning's been doing. I think they look solid. And they've honestly been running the ball very well. I think that's kind of allowed Bo Nix to sort of open up and kind of throw over the defense's heads a little bit. So they've been running the ball well. I do like what they're doing. I think that this will be I think it's going to be a pretty low scoring game. I think honestly this is going to be like, I don't know, give me the Ducks 27-20. Just sounds right because
Brian
it sounds
says I'm
weird.
worried people will boo UCLA for leaving the Pac-12, but I hope we cheer for Chip. That'd be good. Chip Kelly going back to Eugene.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been back. He's been the coach at UCLA for a couple.
It still feels so weird to know that's happening. I keep forgetting that, but yeah, the fact that they're that's so odd. It's so weird.
Crazy. Because like I remember prime Oregon, like early 2010s, when Chip Kelly was their coach, and they had like the best running backs in the country, and they were just lighting it up with Marcus Mariota and Brian. I know you're younger than us, but do you remember watching Dennis Dixon at all in 2007? Because that man would have won the Heisman if he wouldn't have got his knee blown up. And me and Brian talk about one of the biggest what ifs in college football history, simply because of their high school stats, is Thomas Tyner.
Oh yeah, Thomas Tyner.
I don't know if you know anything about Thomas Tyner, but he was going to be like the heir apparent to Oregon. Cause he graduated in 2012, same year I graduated high school. Dennis Dixon was my first favorite Duck, but he got me into Ducks football. Feel you. And then so there was Michael James, Kenyon Barner, DeAnthony Thomas, and then
DeAnthony Thomas, man.
It's so good.
That takes me back.
Every now and then I'll watch that kick return against Kansas State in the Fiesta Bowl, and that Kansas State fan just like this gets me every time. It's the best.
Yeah.
And that one lady's like, "Oh my god." Thomas Tyner. Thomas Tyner was in my high school district. Saw him run track.
Oh. Thomas
Tyner in 2011 on his he might have graduated 2013. On his birthday, his senior year of high school, in a high school football game, ran for 643 yards and 10 touchdowns.
Hot damn.
I think he ran like a 4.34, 4.32. He was wicked fast.
That's a different kind of speed right there, yeah.
He was going to be the heir apparent in like the next long line of Ducks running back, but he just could not. The injury bug caught him. He just could not.
Yeah. Hate seeing it.
And he had an interesting perspective because he transferred from Oregon to Oregon State, so he got to play on both sides of the Civil War. And now he's like a hunter, outdoorsman.
Yeah.
Type person. I follow him on Twitter.
Shit like that scares you because you think about that type of thing where someone just their knee gets blown out, it ruins their whole career. Like I just think about Aniyah Smith, like what happened to him in the Arkansas game. Like, damn, I hope he can come back all right, you know.
Yeah.
And come back the
Daryl,
same.
y'all want me to be on the lookout just in case.
Hey man.
Will's prospecting us to buy more hats. If you see some cool shit, let us know.
Hey, try to get if you watch me being picky. What I like on these new era hats is the low profile. Because like when they're really tall like that, they just kind of look dumb in my head. Like for whatever reason,
I don't like the low profile if I'm wearing a hat like this. If I'm wearing a fitted like this, watching the 50-yard line for me, I'll be at Austin. Hell yeah, bro. Oh, Brian's going to the game.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
He told me that earlier this week.
Love to see it.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll be hanging out. We'll probably try to have the game on or something while we're sitting around playing cards. So
yeah.
Well, there we go, man. There's a show. Hey, funny.
I have uniforms for you.
All right, and I have a funny thing for you. You know, we actually agreed on every single game this week except the LSU game.
Damn.
So
we've been disagreeing a lot.
Listen, man,
we're either about to be really right or really wrong.
One of us got to go. One of us got to go 8-0 this week. I'm just saying because they kind of all felt like.
Got some 6 close up in Section 12.
Hell yeah. I didn't expect you to take Oklahoma State. I thought you were going to take Texas. That kind of threw me off.
I thought about it.
All right. Give me some uniforms, man.
Some helmets. I had helmets. What was the first ones I was gonna? Hold on. Hold that thought.
What kind of amateur shit is this?
I had helmets. Let me go to Uniswag real quick.
What is Oregon wearing this weekend? Uniform.
We can find out here in a second. I'm about to be on Uniswag.
Let's find out. Oregon equipment. What are we wearing this weekend, Ducks? What are we wearing this weekend, baby?
Some all black, probably.
Wait, did we already talk about this? Yeah, I think we talked about this already. Because we saw this last week. Yeah, we saw this last week because it was the cancer ones, but they were on a bye week. So this is what they're wearing. Love to see it. It looks very, very nice. God, that looks so good. This is a winning uniform. Give me the Ducks. Big
it really
time.
does. It really does. I had some helmets I was going to show you, but I've forgotten. Well, I had 2 helmets I was going to show. Oh, we got to talk about the uniforms Oklahoma wore past week. These things were gorgeous.
Oh yeah, I showed those last week. You don't remember?
Did you?
Yeah.
That Oklahoma wore.
Yeah. The Unity ones.
Did you show those?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I didn't see them until we did the show on Thursday, and I feel like I didn't see them until Friday.
Well, we did talk about them. I don't know if you just weren't paying attention or what, but hang on a minute. Let's see. See this link that it takes me anywhere. Here we go. Here it is. Play Farmer Chief. Hello?
Oh, I just remembered the helmets that I was going to show you.
Here it is. Yeah.
Also, there's a mascot, a cool ass mascot. We need to. These uniforms are great. That like gunmetal anthracite gray, and that red.
Mm.
And they were honoring like one of the first black scholarship athletes at Oklahoma by wearing these.
Yeah, no, I think that's awesome.
It looks really, really good.
Good, glad to see they won in that.
I want to show you well, I'm gonna start with the first one. Western Kentucky, the Hilltoppers. We have talked about them at length on this show because their mascot looks like a big red grimace.
Oh yeah.
They they put out a tweet this week about which helmets they should wear.
I'm looking for it.
And by the way, I know what my vote is. Mm-hmm. And I think it's what a lot of people voted for.
Here we go.
And if y'all do not wear these helmets, Western Kentucky,
here we go.
Be the most upset human being on the. If they do not wear these helmets on the left,
I think it's obvious. I think it's you have to wear that one.
To God, look at these helmets.
Let's see if I get the show back up. I mean, that's an obvious choice. Here we go. Look at that. The one on the left here. Yeah, no, you gotta wear that, man. You gotta. You
have to look at. Is this not one of the most glorious football helmets you've ever seen?
You know what that looks like to me? It looks like the mascots for McDonald's back in the day, like early McDonald's. Grimace. Grimace. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like, man.
He's a big red grimace. He looks like a chicken nugget.
Hell yeah. I'd take a bite of that.
And then I have to show you the helmets.
Okay.
That Youngstown State wore this past week.
Okay.
The Youngstown State Penguins, by the way. One of the best mascot names in college football.
Love that.
This helmet is amazing, and I really like it.
Let's see. Oh, I did see this. This is badass, dude. Hang on.
These helmets are fantastic.
Whoa. Let me see it. Put it in front of my face. Y'all, oh, this is so awesome. Look at this, dude.
Is this not the most intimidating penguin you have ever seen in your life?
Bro, that penguin said. I don't know.
These are some of the best helmets I've.
So cool, man. I think the only thing.
Powerhouse Youngstown State.
I think the only thing that would make it better is if the helmet itself, because the sticker obviously looks fantastic, but if the helmet itself was like black, or if it was like a color that would contrast a little bit better, I think that would be the perfect way to do it. But man, that looks so good. I like that. I like when they have fun with this shit, man. Like, just have fun. Football's supposed to be fun. Don't you want to have fun? Like, this is wonderful. And then there are people like, that's a bit overdone and busy for us traditionals, but, whatever. And it's like, come on, man. Just let the people enjoy themselves. This is badass. I'm all for this. This is so cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
Youngstown State.
Hell yeah. No Gwins? I guess they are. I guess for sure they are the Gwins. The Gwins.
The Gwins. Penguins, yeah. So. Yeah.
Well, there's a show, folks.
Yeah, I got baseball to go watch.
Yeah, seriously, go Stros. What is the score right now? It's 3-2 still, I look like. Bottom of the seventh. Oh, it's seventh inning. It's my turn to start watching. I start in either the 17th or the 16th inning.
Can we talk about Game 3 though?
That was crazy.
Of the ALDS that went scoreless. I need to remind you that it was scoreless. It was 0-0 in the top of the 18th inning. The Seattle Mariners waited 21 years for a playoff game that lasted.
Yep. You know what it is? It's that fucking college football meme where they go to overtime 0-0 and the coach is like, yeah.
And then
Yeah, I know, Will. I don't understand why they would call them the Gwens. You know what I mean? Like, what? Who does that?
Brian says stop. Brian, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's in pain.
But also, Mariners. Also, there was this weird, and I'm surprised he hasn't been arrested. Game 1 of the ALDS, Astros Mariners. There is a kid sitting baseline, like sitting down by the thing, and he's crying because the Astros are. He's an Astros.
Oh yeah.
He's like, the kid's probably 9. He's crying his eyes out because the team is losing. And then Jordan hits the walk-off home run, and Jordan hits the walk-off, and then he's elated. There was a dude on Twitter was like, he made a whole Twitter account. He was like crying, loser Astros kid or whatever. He was like, I'm gonna find this kid. What's this kid's name? Somebody help me find this. Like, go arrest this man, please, because that's weird and creepy.
Yeah.
Like, go arrest him, please, Seattle police.
I just liked all the memes that were like, you know, me watching sports and it's him crying, then it's him being like, yeah, all right, you know.
Yeah. So, also, small baseball rant. It was actually 6 hours, Will. Small baseball rant. Here we go. As you know, we are Astros fans. We won the World Series in 2017, and we have been marred by a sign-stealing, cheating scandal ever since. But, I think it's really rich that the two main detractors of the Astros are the Los Angeles Dodgers and the New York Yankees, the two biggest sports markets on the planet, because the Yankees got caught cheating in the same way the Astros. I don't know if the Dodgers did it. Anyway, really rich that those two sports markets had to make the little Houston sports market their scapegoat. Also, I think it's also really rich that in the middle of the steroid era, the Yankees won 3 back-to-back championships, and they won 3 in a row, and it was their first one since 1978, and they've only won 1 since. So you mean to tell me all them dudes in the early 2000s weren't on roids? Stop it. Also, I love how, I kind of like some of his videos, but I love how John Boy Media made an entire media company around a lie. About that whole Jose Altuve buzzer shit in the 2019 ALCS when we walked off the Yankees. Yeah. This man made a multi-million-dollar media company off a lie, off of a Reddit rumor. I'm done.
You guys enjoy that? That's what you guys show up for every week. Who loves to see that, man? What's for breakfast? Bro, pain. Pain is for breakfast.
Speaking of breakfast, I have to...
God damn it.
One more thing, then we gotta go. Are you familiar at all with Rochester, New York?
Yes, I am. I've been
If you
there.
think my hash brown order is a little nuts, you're gonna think this is even grosser than you already thought mine was.
Uh-huh.
In Rochester, there's a thing called the garbage.
Uh-huh.
The base of it, half home fries potatoes, half mac salad. I don't know if it's cold mac salad. I don't know if it's pasta. I have no idea. That's just what they said in the video that I watched about this dish.
All right, first
Home
of all,
fries,
spoilers for this hash browns. Continue.
Home fries, mac salad.
Uh-huh.
2 hamburger patties.
Okay.
Spicy chili meat sauce on top. Mustard sprinkled with raw onions.
Bro, that's for Vikings only. Like, you have to be an actual Viking to eat that.
I want to try it because it sounds delicious.
Well, that made me hungry.
Also, imagine
say
my
also
hash brown.
one more time. Say also one more motherfucking time.
Imagine my hash brown order, but take all the other stuff out of it and add fajita chicken, shredded cheese, covered in gravy, and then put 2 over easy eggs on top of that with a big ass biscuit on the side.
You
There's
had
a
me.
place in Lake Charles, Louisiana called KD's Diner.
You had me
serves
until
that.
the eggs. As soon as you said eggs, I checked out. Otherwise, I was like, well,
Southern chicken hash brown.
I mean, seriously, Brian. God damn it. Well, hey guys.
Get a radio show. I can listen to Spencer rant about anything for hours.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the show tonight. We had a good time. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good Saturday. Lots of ball to play.
Just
Lots of-
nonsensical, me in a booth screaming into the void.
Yeah, we need to get you a different kind of podcast, man. I think you need to do more than just college football. I think you're more knowledgeable. about a lot of other random topics. So, guys, thank you for joining us. Like the video, share the video, subscribe, do all those things. And we will see you next week. Enjoy the game Saturday, Brian. Will, thank you for joining us. Anyone else who was in chat, Brandy, Shane, anyone else that I'm missing, thank you so much for coming through. Hope you guys have a lovely week or weekend. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you same time, same place next weekend. Goodbye and good night.
Daryl hit us with one of the Daryl Talks Games outros.
Hell yeah.
Go Astros.